Welcome to St. Paul, Minnesota, the second largest city in the state and the capital of Minnesota. Nestled along the banks of the Mississippi River, this vibrant city is known for its rich history, diverse culture, and strong sense of community. In this video, we in ZipAtlas LL explore the geography, demographics, social dynamics, and economic landscape of St. Paul, giving you a deeper understanding of what makes this city so unique. So let an ZipAtlas dive in and discover all that St. Paul has to offer. St. Paul, Minnesota is a small city with a population of 310,000 residents and a total area of 56 square miles. The population density is 5,533 people per square mile, indicating a moderate level of urbanization. St. Paul is known as the saintly city due to its high number of churches and religious institutions. The city and ZipAtlas' iconic landmark, the Minnesota State Capitol Building, is the second largest in the U.S. behind the Capitol Building in Washington, D.C. St. Paul was home to F. Scott Fitzgerald, author of The Great Gatsby, and the city inspired many scenes in his books. St. Paul, Minnesota has a diverse racial composition with a significant white Caucasian population of 170,000. This is followed by a sizable Asian population of 58.9 thousand, indicating a strong presence and influence of Asian culture in the city. The Black African American population is also prominent with 49.6 thousand individuals, representing the city and ZipAtlas' rich African American heritage. Additionally, there is a notable Hispanic community of 42.3 thousand, adding to the multicultural fabric of St. Paul. This diversity highlights the city and ZipAtlas' commitment to inclusivity and acceptance, making it a vibrant and dynamic place to live. St. Paul, Minnesota is a diverse city with a mix of ancestries, but the most populous ancestries are German, Hmong, Irish, Norwegian, and Mexican. With 19.5% of the population having German ancestry, it is the largest group in the city. Additionally, the Hmong community, with 11.4% of the population, has a significant presence in St. Paul due to the city being a major resettlement location for Hmong refugees. Irish, Norwegian, and Mexican ancestries also contribute to the cultural fabric of the city, showing a rich blend of European and Latin American influences. These diverse ancestries contribute to the unique and vibrant character of St. Paul. The population composition in St. Paul, Minnesota is fairly balanced between males and females, with slightly more females at 158,000 compared to 152,000 males. The male-to-female ratio shows that for every 100 females, there are approximately 97 males in the city. The most populous age group for both males and females is in their late 20s to early 30s, with ages 25 to 29 making up 4.8% of the female population and ages 30 to 34 making up 4.5% of the male population. This data suggests that St. Paul has a relatively young population, with a solid mix of both males and females in their prime working and reproductive years. In the state of St. Paul, Minnesota, the majority of births take place among women aged 20 to 34 years, 73.9%, with a birth rate of 89 per 1,000 women. Women aged 35 to 50 years accounted for 24.5% of all births, with a birth rate of 39 per 1,000 women. Teenage pregnancies were relatively low, with 83 births among 15 to 19-year-olds, accounting for only 1.7% of all births. Overall, the total number of births in the state was 4,976, with a birth rate of 60 per 1,000 women. In St. Paul, Minnesota, the age bracket with the highest rate of non-marital childbearing is 15 to 19 years, with a total of 83 births and all of them to unmarried women. This indicates a concerning trend of teenage pregnancies and motherhood outside of marriage in the city. On the other hand, The age bracket with the lowest rate of non-marital childbearing is 35 to 50 years, with 1,218 total births and only 163, 13.4%, to unmarried women. This suggests that older adults are more likely to have children within the institution of marriage. Overall, these numbers highlight the importance of promoting sexual education and responsible parenthood among young individuals in St. Paul. In St. Paul, Minnesota, the education level with the highest rate of non-marital childbearing was college or associate and APOS S degree, with 48.9% of the 1,035 births in this group being to unmarried women. This was closely followed by the high school diploma group, with 48.5% of the 1,248 births in this group being to unmarried women. On the other hand, the education levels with the lowest rates of non-marital childbearing were graduate degree, with only 3.2% of the 773 births in this group being to unmarried women, and bachelor and APOS S degree, with 13.6% of the 844 births in this group being to unmarried women. This suggests that there is a higher prevalence of non-marital childbearing among those with lower levels of education in the St. Paul area. The city of St. Paul, Minnesota has a diverse economy with a strong focus on health care, education, and government jobs. The per capita income in the city is $35,547, indicating that on average individuals earn a comfortable living. The median household income is $63,483 and the median family income is even higher at $81,061. This suggests that families in St. Paul have a higher combined household income compared to the average individual. With a range of employment opportunities and a strong median income, St. Paul offers its residents a stable and prosperous standard of living. In St. Paul, Minnesota, the median earnings for individuals stand at $36,900. However, when looking at the earnings based on gender, there is a noticeable difference. Male earnings are higher on average at $39,526, while female earnings are lower at $34,014. This creates an income gap of 13.9% in the city, highlighting the ongoing issue of gender pay disparities. This data shows that there is still work to be done to achieve equal earnings for both men and women in St. Paul. Poverty remains a significant issue in St. Paul, Minnesota, as shown by the data on overall poverty rates. At 17.6%, over 53,000 residents in the city are living below the poverty line. This problem disproportionately affects women, with 18.5% falling into poverty compared to 16.6% of men. When looking at specific age brackets, it is clear that young children are particularly vulnerable to poverty. Nearly 1 in 3 males under the age of 5, 28.2%, and over 1 in 4 females at that age, 31.5%, are living in poverty in St. Paul. These numbers highlight the urgent need for targeted efforts to address poverty and provide support to the most vulnerable members of the community. In conclusion, the video highlighted the diverse social, demographic, and economic features of St. Paul, Minnesota. But there is much more to explore. Visit ZipAtlas for in-depth data on not just St. Paul, but also other states, cities, area codes, and zip codes in the United States. Happy exploring!